This is no typical gloom. Need to stay alert.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. Shadows have eyes. Go on!
Hey everybody, welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we finished up everything we wanted to do in Act 1. In this part, well, I don't even know what to call this place, really, besides the Cursed Lands. I heard people call it the Shadowfell, I heard people call it different stuff, but I'm gonna call it the Cursed Lands.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. Twice over, in fact. You supported me against Lae'zel. I may not have survived that night without you. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shar's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable. I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shar's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come. Dark Justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shar would likely balk at a Justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind. Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Now that we got her, like, little moment over with, I'm gonna just run through some dialogue with her.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shar, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shar is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts. You know me. I'm not usually one to elaborate if I can avoid it. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title. What right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't? But it's a distant dream. The Dark Justiciars have been silent for years. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now.
Alright. That's it for now with that. As far as this area, I recommend having Shadowheart grab one of these torches. And Gale.
Magic.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
And if you have the, I think the daylight spell, if you have it somehow, will also benefit you.
The pride of the gate. Let's move.
Now, if you walk into this, you'll get you'll go into like turn-based mode, and it'll start telling you gotta do something before you get shadow cursed. But it only does it once you get beyond this little barrier right here.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
So yeah, she's immune to the shadow curse because her god is the one that's creating the shadow curse, if I'm not mistaken. And I think if you choose to be a cleric of Shar, I think it also works for you, but I'm not certain.
No day, no night. It's as though time itself has abandoned this place. Similar to the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
Hardly. The astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. Nothing.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! Ah! Else, I near stained myself. Just seeing if this shadow curse is as bad as they say. Word is, it eats anyone gets too deep into the dark. I take it you're the true soul we're waiting on? Needs passage to Moonrise? Don't worry, boss, you're in good hands. We've got a guide. Talk to Kansif inside. He'll run through it. Wait, you're joking, yeah? But we're ready to go. You just need to tell Kansif inside. So you want me to... I mean, I'll just go and, No! No!
I didn't know that you could do that, and I'm really glad that you can.
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? Good. We were told to expect you. Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
I rolled a 1, I rolled a 1. Fuck!
Your iron mistress. What are they doing to it?
Someone pinch me, please. I'd really love to wake up from this nightmare.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us flesh for you, my queen. But who are they? Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
Alright, I'm gonna try and position the party so we're not all like right next to these guys in case. Well, I'm gonna fight them is what I'm getting at here.
And you?
I'm about to fight these guys like as soon as I can.
Are you? Apart from a torturer of liars. More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the tower.
Like
Same as us.
I need to take this guy out because I need that lantern he has.
The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely. We will wait for a time, Majesty, but not long. The shadows are getting closer. We cannot wait long.
So yeah,
The air is ripe with magic.
What to do? Try me.
you want to kill this guy as fast as
Now
possible.
you have one.
And I think he has a sanctuary spell up.
Gone with the weave.
Oh, nice. We leveled up.
You will die here. I the Absolute wills it.
This guy can be very, very rough to fight. Also, I'm gonna point out it's another place where you can fight him, and I'll point it out later. But he's kind of like, I'm not gonna say like a boss fight. It's more like a he's more like a small difficulties fight, just randomly in the game. Alright, took him out.
Time to strike.
Damn. Oh, that did a good amount of damage.
No time to waste.
Unfortunately, I gotta kill the hyena we just saved.
To concentrate.
So the sanctuary spell, you can get around it by having like AoE effects, like fireball or what's that shit called? Spirit guardians. I can't really do anything right now, though. I'm gonna use this. I haven't used this in a while.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Yeah, he still has like 100 something hit points. Don't know what I can really do right now. He is fucking moving. Where's that? Here it is.
Handy.
You throw that at him.
Death's cold grip.
I will ascend.
I think Sanctuary's done now.
Time to waste.
Nah. I wonder if I can take stuff from Asterian's inventory. I never really tried to do this.
Got to focus. Got to press on.
They can still attack them. I wonder how many of these I can create. Oh, I can only do 2 at a time.
Witching hour.
Nah, I don't need to do that.
Down the hatch.
Oh, that's the one that was shadow cursed.
Time to strike. Talk to me.
Alright, we're just gonna have everybody hang out here. And I'm gonna just either cut or just wait for him to get up here.
Death is but a word away. With haste.
I've got this.
Don't linger.
Taking
All right.
Lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows. You notice a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery, sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh please, oh golly me, oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day. I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company.
Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you? Sure I can, but will I? Yeah, sure, why not? Here, give this Bella shape.
Where did she pull that from?
Magic words, and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the shadow curse. What more could a dingus want?
Where did she pull that from?
Curious little thing.
She's as cute as a bug. And not
What does
much
this
bigger.
do? Do that. That's some gold. Alright, before I level up, I'm gonna show what this does.
Been blessed already, haven't you? Move on with your life.
Okay, so it already did it. Pretty much say like you take a long rest or whatever. You can ring that, and then now you don't need to carry around a torch the entire time you're running around here. Alright, so I'm gonna level up and I'll be right back.
Is that blood?
Alright, now that we're done leveling up.
Easy.
I gave Karlek fighter levels, and now she's a champion fighter because I want her to get as many crits as possible. Other than that, I don't think anybody else did anything insane. My MC, I'm actually kind of thinking about respecking him right now because while playing Paladin is fun, you know what else is going to be fun? Being able to summon a bunch of stuff and having a bunch of spells I can just throw around. So I'm thinking about actually changing him to a sorcerer. Even though we have Will, who is taking levels in sorcerer right now, I think it might be fun to combine sorcerer and what I have from warlock. Because let me finish that thought I was having. What I have right now with Paladin, at most I was going to take it to level 7 and the rest of it was going to be just warlock. But sorcerer might be a little bit more fun because I could just go straight through with the warlock stuff. So I might do that. And then just take like a level in fighter so I can keep my heavy armor and my weapons. Or I might just take like 1 level in paladin. Also, on top of that, this is where you would have fought the people we just fought pretty much. You can come here and then you can like ambush them. And there's like there's 2 versions of it that I at least know about, where you can do the ambush, or you could be part of the people that get ambushed if you're doing like an absolutist playthrough. Be very careful walking around through these areas. Like right here, there's a few enemies that'll pop out and they'll try to like drag you away. Yeah. Like, it's just a few different things you gotta look out for. What we're heading to now is also the alternate route that you can go through. I keep forgetting I have to go through here. And unfortunately, we found all the tieflings.
Looks like there was a struggle here.
This isn't all of them, but this is a lot of them. Like, this is one of the ones that we knew. But that just means that they are at least close. What else should I get rid of?
I sought to reach a Githyanki creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands haunted by darkness. An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. The child of Gith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch.
She has maternal instincts.
It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend
Oh, my wallet,
Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Oh, here it is.
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. I don't pay compliments. I only say what is true. You've proven me wrong at every turn. You are efficient, dominant, courageous. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat, and my hairs stand on end.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember the first time I saw this, and I was like laugh because I was like, damn. I didn't know she was capable of love. I'm gonna save because I'm gonna do like different branching stuff. That's why I keep saving for certain stuff with the dialogues. Actually, let me do a. I'm not gonna do a quick save. I'm gonna do like a full save.
Isn't it obvious?
It's just so funny to me.
I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same. Do you?
I'm gonna say yes because it's funny. I'm not gonna show the actual cutscene.
I won't be your girlfriend, but I will be your lay.
This shit is so funny
Yes
to me.
or no? Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night.
This shit reminds me of when Lois
I
started
shall
doing
keep
karate.
enjoying your scent.
Like, as messed up as that whole episode kind of was, this kind of reminds me of when Lois started doing karate. And she started beating up all the people from, like, New York State. Even though she had, like, deeper problems than that, low-key or high-key. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and keep playing the game.
This place is protected. You might find allies here, or at least supplies.
Now there's one very, very important thing here.
Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Who are you? Just keep your hands where I can see them and follow me. Come. Jahira!
Well, I am certainly no innocent, Paladin. So I'll bind you with vines a moment longer, if you do not mind. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy, and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
I love Jahira. I'm gonna be real with you. Jahira is probably one of my favorite characters in this game. Not just because she's a legacy character, because she's actually a fucking badass. And they didn't just write her to be generic. Like she actually has like she reminds me of fucking what's the Mass Effect dude. She reminds me a little bit of him/her.
We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
Oh no! Good news, please, my good man.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Danon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but... at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom, you've given me more than I could ever hope to repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
I don't. I do. That's why we're still standing.
Okay, let's see what else she has to say.
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
All right. That's going to be it for now. Pretty productive episode. Next time, we're going to keep exploring and see what else we can get into. Thanks for watching, and peace.